97. The solubility of lead-2 iodide is 0.064 grams per 100 milliliters at 20 degrees Celsius. What is the solubility product for lead-2 iodide? So you are given the solubility for lead-2 iodide, and this is 0.064 per 100 milliliters. The question is asking you to find the solubility product for lead-2 iodide. In order to do this problem, we have to know the formula for lead-2 iodide. For this, you go to your periodic table, you look for the name of the element. So for example, we're looking for lead. Lead is right here, so it'd be Pb. So it'd be Pb. And since it's asking for lead-2 iodide, your charge will be a +2. Now you look for iodide, and you find it here. And you see that it has a charge of -1. So it'd be I -1. You see that your charges are not equal, so you're going to do a cross multiplication, and you will have PbI2. This is the formula for lead-2 iodide. Once you have this, you can go ahead and go back to your problem and look what is given. So you have 0.064 grams over 100 milliliters. So you know that for every 0.064 grams over 100 milliliters, you have 0.64 grams over 1 liter. We want this in order to do our stoichiometry because we still have grams per liters. So we go ahead and do the stoichiometry. In order to do this, we need to find the mass of lead-2 iodide. So we're going to go back to our periodic table and look for, again, lead. The mass of lead is 207.2. Now you look for iodide. And iodide, you have 2 iodides, so you multiply it by its mass, which is 126.9. You will go ahead and plug that into your calculator. And for iodide, this is 253.8, and you're just going to add the 207.2 from lead. And the total will give you 461 grams of lead-2 iodide. When you have that, you can go ahead and do the stoichiometry now. So you have 0.64 grams. You want to convert it to 1 mole of lead-2 iodide. And you plug in the mass, because that's what you will be dividing by. Get your calculator and plug it in. And you will get 1.388 times 10 to the -3 moles of lead-2 iodide. Now that you have that, it's asking you for the solubility product. When you see solubility product, you know that you're going to have to write a reaction for lead 2 iodide. So again, we already have this lead 2 iodide. We're going to have to break it up to make our reaction. So it's just what we started with, which is lead with a +2 charge because it's telling us it's lead 2, plus I with a -1 charge because that is iodide's charge. Now that you have that, you can go ahead and see from the reaction that 1.388 times 10 to the -3 releases the equal amount of moles of lead +2. So kind of plug in a way. So you have 1.388 times 10 to the -3. And if you notice, our equation is not balanced, so we can go ahead and do that. We have 2 leads and 1 iodide. In order for this to be balanced, we need to multiply iodide by 2. This will give us 2 iodides here and 2 leads here. Now we can see that iodide releases twice the amount of lead 2. So we're going to have to do 1.388 times 10 to the -3 times 2, because you have to. Plug that into your calculator. And this gives you 2.776 times 10 to the -3. Now that you have that, since it's a solubility product, you will go ahead and use the formula for KSP, since this is for solubility. We know that KSP is C times D, and this is for your product. So we look at your equation, figure out that these are the reactants and these are your products. So we can plug in and say KSP is equal to, C would be lead, and D would be your iodide. Now you have 2 iodides, so you're going to use this number, your coefficient, and you're going to put it out here as an exponent. So it'd be I squared. Plug in your numbers. So the number for lead 2 is 1.388 times 10 to the -3. And you multiply that by what we found here, which is 2.776 times 10 to the -3. You'll go ahead and plug that into your calculator. And try and do this one first, since it is a squared. So we have 2.776 times 10 to the -3 squared. And this will give you 7.706 times 10 to the -6. Once you have this, go ahead and do it again. 1.388 times 10 to the negative 3, and you're going to multiply it by this. Do this into your calculator. And this gives you 1.07 times 10 to the negative 8. You're going to go ahead and round this. So this will give you 1.1 times 10 to the negative 8. Go ahead and look at your answer choices. The only one that matches this is A. So A is your answer.